I mean, that helped. Kind of. But this door is still locked. I need the passcode here. Time to put password. I don't have an MO disc. I need to find the last one. I'm going to assume that the last one is on the basement too. I'm just hoping I can go back after that. Give me one, please. If not, then, well, Chris dies in my playthrough. What's here? What's here? What's here? What's here? What's this? What's this? What's it? Oh wait, I know this one. I know this. This is where I use the slides and I find out that, wait, Wesker was working for Umbrella all the time? Oh my god. Sure? There's a switch. Will you push it? No! That's a big red button! Hell, I won't be surprised if that's a self-destruct sequence. Let's use it. Bioweapon material. Cerberus is telling me all the dogs. Neptune. Fishies. Hunter. Fuck hunters. Tyrant. Blank. R&D shift. That includes Wesker. Yes, now I know. Now I know the truth. I'm not gonna press that button yet. Oh, security system. Officials, sisters may not play in case of an accident. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a security director. All levers which will be shot on site. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data is within control of special research. Keep Arthur designed to have jurisdiction of the room usage. Sanitation controls, yada yada. This is not. Oh, that once again shows Wesker. No one is allowed to enter yada. Oh wait. Passcode documents are already on specialized output machine by the chief of each block. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. Restrictions may not supply. No one's allowed to use the passcode open but the chief researchers. Regarding the process terror, the T-virus remaining document is okay. Right. So where's this last MO disc? Because I'm almost certain if I press that button, everything's gonna go boom. It's a big red button. I'm not trusting it. Because it's a big red button. It's big and it's red. And it's a button. You missed. You suck. Oh, I've got ammo. Headshot. I don't know where this last document is. No, never mind.
Hi, Jill. It's you.
I'm not gonna
Barry?
get the canon ending.
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish.
Well, I'm not gonna get the canon
Please
ending.
give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
Well, so much for getting the canon ending. Can I get his gun? Barry's picture. Okay. So we're going on the back. Hell, you're growing to be a strong view. I'm not gonna read that. I guess gun. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go press the button then. I've missed my chance to get in the canon ending. Barry's dead. Chris is gonna die. So you know what? I don't care anymore. I blew my chance of getting it, so screw saving Chris. Just screw everything, I guess. Take the panel off and press the button. That wasn't even. Oh, no! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! You know, I'm kind of glad that I didn't save for a while. I'm kind of glad of that now. Shall we go die? Let's all go die. Let's go die and reload and do this all again. Oh. These guys are really sucking at their job right now. And I'm still alive. God, these guys suck! There we go. Took them long enough. Now, I don't remember how far back, but I know it was before the Tyrant. Right, so. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Chris, I saved you! Chris? Chris?
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Because he totally could. Door is tightly locked. Oh wait, do I need to get the key? Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, all makes sense now. I gotta now go to where the Tyrant is. I gotta fight the Tyrant and beat the Tyrant. And then once I beat the Tyrant, I then come back up here with Wesker's lab key. I then use that lab key to open the door to save Chris. And I think that's it. I think. I've also got a battery and a gem. I have no idea what either of them do. All I know is that they do something. Yeah, I was right. Chris!
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
Oh, so that's it, huh? Can't. Okay. Wait, is he gonna follow me? Kind of. Now, either way, we got Chris. So we saved Chris.
Let's go!
Wow, he's not patient at all. I know the real reason is because they couldn't program a good enough AI for that. But, you know. I'm a good shot. Got 3 headshots. 3 headshots. Headshot conga. Right, so if I've done it all right, Barry will be here and he'll be alive, and he won't be dying.
Jill!
Or not.
Hi, Jill. It's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Did I miss something?
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor?
Or is it just how the game was?
This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Or does it get saved in
Sure.
the... Yeah, let me know. Like,
Give me.
I'm wondering if he's
Jill.
saved in the Chris version. I mean, I know how it is chronologically to survive. Two decisions I had to make early in the game.
Let's get going, Chris. We can't stop.
Let me guess, one of them... Let me guess, I had to kill the tree with the serum, and I had to not get caught by the thing. I had to not get caught by the trap thing. Were those the two choices? If so, I miserably failed on both of them. Because I had to have Barry save me, yeah.
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your last...
I don't know, whatever. I know what happens in the actual game. Ah. It's a good thing I picked this up.
Oh no, you must be kidding. After we've come all the way here.
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris...
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
So let me guess, Chris is gonna die. Chris is gonna die holding off the tower. Yeah, well. I know how it ends, though. By this, it's gonna say that Barry died, maybe Chris as well. But in the canon ending, all 3 can survive. Ah, well. Hey, what's that? What's this? What's this? Guess I'll take the flare. And then I use the flare. that's it? Did I do it? Did I done one? Whoa. I think I just got the worst ending in the game. Yep. I think. Oh wait, no, Chris survived. I think that is Chris, right? Pretty sure that's Chris. Given his state, yeah, it looks like he survived. Okay, so I got the middle ground ending. Chris and Jill survive. Barry dies. And apparently the mansion doesn't blow up. Oh, there we go. That's that. That is Resident Evil 1. Probably due to the poor aging of the game, but it didn't seem all that amazing to me. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it's just, it was, and that's just how it was to me. I don't know how to word this. I mean, I'm not too torn up that I didn't get the best ending, but at the same time, I think that sums up, yeah, Resident Evil 1 has aged horribly. Now, don't get me wrong, a game that doesn't age very well does not mean it's a bad game. But that does mean that if you try and go back to it and you've not played these games, like I haven't played the old Resident Evil games, my first Resident Evil game, and it's called Remastered, was Resident Evil 5. I go back and play this game, and it, nothing spectacular about this compared to the current Resident Evil. So I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but Resident Evil is more action, but the thing is that when you play a game, and this is what a lot of people are going to be all like, oh boy, it's just because, it's the grandfather problem, right? It's where when somebody who's born this time plays something at that time, they'll think it's amazing, but like their grandchildren could play a game much later in the series and come back to the ones that they played and they could absolutely hate it because of how it ages and how more advanced the original version is. Take Legend of Zelda, for example. Twilight Princess versus Ocarina of Time. There is no way denying it that Twilight Princess is a technologically superior game to Ocarina of Time. There's no debating it. Because Ocarina of Time was using things that weren't, well known then, hadn't been refined. It's aged terrible. Let's show now. Hey, Tyrant. Yep, it's saying I got the bad ending. And as I was saying, so it's like the problem with the game is it took me 5 hours to do that. It took me, and I saved 20 times. Yes, thank you for telling me that. Are you gonna give me a grade or something like that? No. And that's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't seem to get. That's what a lot of people, like, why they rely on the nostalgia goggles. It's the fact that they play a game that was really big for their time. But the thing is, what was big for their time would seem absolutely crappy by someone else, like 1 or 2 generations beyond. You got all these kids now that are playing, like, the newer Resident Evils and the newer Call of Duty, and, like, the newer Zeldas and the newer Marios and such, and then they go back and play the old ones. And some of them do hold up well enough, like the old Mario games still hold up decently enough, but then you get to games like Resident Evil 1. Look, putting it simple, Resident Evil 1 has not stood the test of time. Not at all. No, it just hasn't. It uses stuff that was not known, what was not well utilized at the time. They did it right, sure, but I'm not going to say that Resident Evil 1 was a terrible game, because it wasn't. When the time it came out, it's what put survival horror on the map. If it wasn't for Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark, and I guess I will save, and you know, for Alone in the Dark, then we wouldn't have been having the games that we've got. We wouldn't have had these games. But that doesn't exempt it from, you know, from its aim. Because that's very loud. It doesn't exempt it from its aim. And a lot of people will turn around and say that this game is still amazing today. I disagree quite heavily. I'm a person that's never played any of the older Resident Evils. This is my first step into the older Resident Evils because I was thinking, hey, Remake 2's coming out and Resident Evil 0 HD is coming out. I want to get over my fear of horror. Why don't we go through the Resident Evil games? And I've played this now, and it's just it hasn't aged well. It's, if you compare it to, I mean, like, yeah, sure, say what you will about Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6 not being scary, but the fact of the matter is that they are better technologically than this, and they're more enjoyable because of that. Yeah, sure, Resident Evil's turned into like some horror action-esque game, and this is like pure horror, but you know what? It doesn't bother me none. And then the thing is with this as well is, okay, I'm gonna be going on a massive ramble if I keep going on like this. How should I put it? Is Resident Evil 1 a good game by today's standards? No, it's just okay. Is it a good game by the standards of back then? Probably. Probably. I mean, there's a reason why it got the survival horror going as it was. There's a reason there was all those Resident Evil knockoffs. It was good back then. But in today's day and age, it doesn't hold up. It can't hold up. It hasn't aged well enough. It's like in Final Fantasy VII. It's like any game, like, yes, yeah, I'm just gonna mute the stream audio for you guys. Not me, but just this. It hasn't aged well. It hasn't. And a lot of games, especially the old PlayStation 1 games, have not aged well. And that's because games after that have evolved in many ways that have just made it much more enjoyable. Do I regret playing this? Kind of. I actually do kind of regret playing it. And I regret playing it for a couple of reasons. The first one is it reminded me of how much I hate backtracking. For two, I hated it when they started adding the hunters. For three, I am not a fan of limited saves. I went on a tangent about this last time I streamed. I think that having limited saves is a bad design choice. Just fundamentally bad. Because it's not only unfair in the game sense, but it's unfair in the, you know, in the sense that, I mean, the way I summarize it is, let's say I didn't have any ink ribbons left, and I did like 2 hours of work, and I never found an ink ribbon, and then I have to go. Well, I've got a choice. I either have to keep, you know, the game running, which might not be an option, or I have to lose all that progress. And that's not fair. That's not fair for the gamer, which is probably the reason why they've kind of done away with that system now. And why it's checkpoints and save wherever and such. Okay? I don't like the save system in this at all. I don't care that it's a load it, you die. What I don't like is the ink ribbons. The fact that you need the ink ribbons to do anything. Because if you don't have enough of them, then you're not going to be able to get stuff done. And it's just a whole load of headaches. Oh, you don't get. I mean, I'm not turned off by. The thing is, I'm bad mouthing Resident Evil. I know I'm bad mouthing Resident Evil. I know there's people that might be watching this video that are going to be incredibly pissed off that I'm bad mouthing it. But here's the thing: just because a game is bad in the franchise doesn't mean the franchise is bad. Okay, I love Resident Evil 5 and 6. I think they're great games, and you know, I understand that this game came out in 1996. This game is very old at this point. It's nearly 20 years old. So, obviously, it's got to show its age. And you can't just say that a franchise is bad because its oldest game in the franchise hasn't done well age-wise. Because there's tons of games that haven't done well age-wise. Final Fantasy VII, everyone tells me that it's the greatest game ever. I played it, it's eh. Okay, I prefer Final Fantasy XII over Final Fantasy VII because it's a newer game and technology better and such. People tell me that Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are the best Zelda games ever. I played them both and I'm just like, they're kind of dull. Whereas I've played Twilight Princess and I enjoy them. Just because a game is aged does not mean the franchise is bad. And no, this doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, I'm not even going to bother with 2, 3 onwards. No, I'm going to give them a try because obviously they've done better. So, yeah. So, and bottom line, I don't think this is a game worth playing nowadays. If you want to play something akin to the first Resident Evil, then you should play Remake, because Remake obviously redid the entire game, but with the better technology and better idea on how things work. You know, and the same thing with Resident Evil 2. I mean, I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be the same case as Resident Evil 1. I haven't played Resident Evil 2, but I'm just gonna say it'd probably be best to play Remake 2. Because Remake 2 is obviously going to take the game that we all know from all those years ago and update it so that, you know, with the better technology, so it doesn't have these technological limitations, and, you know, with the formula now refined. So yeah, I guess overall, I don't say the game was a waste of my time, but it definitely wasn't worth... I don't think it was worth the time. I don't think it was as amazing as I thought it would be. I wasn't coming into this with very high expectations, but my expectations weren't really not that high. So, yeah. But hey, at least I played it, so I can be happy with that. I've played the game that started the Resident Evil franchise. So, woo. But that's basically it, yeah. That is all I've got to say about what I thought about Resident Evil. It's probably was a great game for the time, but in today's day and age, especially when you've played it, And as for playing for a remake, I'm not going to do that until I finish Resident Evil 4. Because I finished Resident Evil 5 and 6, but I need to still do 1 to 4, and then I'll go back and do remake. And probably by the time I get to remake and finish remake, Remake 2 and 0 HD will be out, and I can go through them, and then I can finally settle the score with some old demons and play Code Veronica last. That's the last Resident Evil game I'm going to be playing out of the ones that are coming out and currently out until Resident Evil 7 comes out. Because I've got a score to settle with Code Veronica, and I'm going to go through the Resident Evil games for that one last to settle that score. But, yeah, that's basically it. That was Resident Evil. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope. That's gonna be it for this video. So, yeah. Bye.
I don't care if you're meant to be fucking... How do I fire? How do I shoot gun? That's how I shoot gun. That's all I needed. Now I'm out of here. Ow. Snooze.